Ben says, hey guys, if I'm buying a deleted domain to use for a 301 redirect, as long as the main keywords in the domain, does the link profile matter, even if the domain has low PA, DA, trust flow, citation flow? After pointing Sape links with high PA, DA, trust flow, citation flow, that will transfer through. Is that correct? Well, Ben, yeah, from a theoretical standpoint, that is correct. The reality is that the link profile from a deleted domain does matter when you're doing a 301 redirect. That's why we suggest that when you're doing a Switchbox SEO domain, like purchasing a domain strictly for doing a 301, I would go with a blank slate domain, a virgin domain that hasn't been touched before. We're saying that because the only reason that you're actually buying that domain is because you want to have detachable link shoes, meaning you want to point it to target A today, but tomorrow you want to point it to somewhere else, or you want to kill it. However, the history of that domain, and if it has actual backlinks, it will skew your results. It will impact your results, okay? That's why we are saying that if you're trying to do this strictly from a Switchbox SEO style of, from a Switchbox SEO perspective, that is doing this from a 301 perspective only, I would go with a completely pristine new domain that you're positive that hasn't been used before. You can go for a, you can use the main keyword, but that's not relevant actually. What's relevant is that, it's a 301, it's a pure 301, not a 302 or whatever other thing you're trying to do. It's a pure 301, number one. And number two, all of the history of that domains need to be blank. Like even better if it has absolutely no history, because again, the links and the history of that domain will impact in the 301 that you're doing, in the target. And you do not want that. You want it to be kind of a mirror, if you would, or a Switchbox, a real Switchbox. After pointing Sape links with high PADA trust flow, citation flow, that will transfer through. Is that correct? Yeah, it will. A portion of it will transfer, not 100% of it will transfer, because there are some link shoes loss on the 301. That's my experience anyways. But after doing that, most of it will transfer, but only if the domain, again, is a blank slate. It has to be a brand new domain, because again, the link profile will matter if you're doing a 301. Do you have any comments on this, Marco? Like on the 301 side of things?
Yeah, I'm a little confused by the question. If it's simply to mirror the website where it's a straight Switchbox, then yeah, I mean, you're just better off just buying a domain and making it brand new and mirroring whatever website it is that you're redirecting the juice at, because the purpose for this is to be able to shut it off at will, or to point it at another website, a PBN or whatever. That's the purpose of a Switchbox, if that's what he's talking about. And if not, then of course the link profile is going to matter. It's going to matter a lot, because if you have garbage links, that's what you're passing through. And so yeah, that's going to make a big difference. It doesn't have to have the main keyword, because it's a 301. I mean, you're going to take everything that on the website that you're pointing at, and you're going to build it on the website that's going to be 301, and then you're going to 301 page by page, right? And then you're going to do all of your SEO through that 301 for protection. That's how I'm reading this. Because that link profile, that's what throws me off. Yes, of course it's going to matter, but it depends on what it is that you're doing.
Right. Yeah, I guess it depends, Ben. If you're purchasing a 301, because we have been using blue chip backlinks, for example, to purchase these domains that have great backlinks, but we are searching for that link profile. Even if it is one backlink from CNN, for example, or Wikipedia. So yeah, it does matter. So